All right, so your 36th year. Your 36th year is a really interesting year. It's a really interesting year. Again, it's a very emotional year. But for me, 369, it's like, they're magic numbers. And you are 369 because you're 3, 6, and then 9. Oh, Annie, thank you. If you could put Mitch's age and Chris's age, that would be even better, so I don't have to scroll up again. Thank you. Yeah, 369 for me, it's like, they're like the power of the universe, 369. It's like, allow yourself to be true to yourself, plant the seeds, which is enjoy the things that you enjoy. Simply enjoy the things that you enjoy and watch the opportunities that come from it. It's like, it's a really beautiful, beautiful age. So the three is, so this whole 10 years for you, the threes, will be about you taking the mask off, you becoming true to yourself, more authentic to self. Thank you, Wanny. Let me write them down. Mitch 58 and Chris 66. All right, thank you. Free is all about, as long as there's free within your birthday, not birthday, your age. It's in your birthday as well, it doesn't matter, but your age, we're doing age today. So as long as there's free within your age, you are experiencing this, what's the word? Unveiling. This unveiling. That's what you're experiencing. I was like doing the action and I'm like, what is that though? What is it? But that's what it is. It's an unveiling. It's about allowing yourself to be seen. Not the mask that you've worn. The mask of kind of, especially with the 9, the mask of trauma, the mask that keeps you distant from other people, the mask that stops you from being vulnerable, or it keeps you suppressing all of these emotions that you've experienced. It's like the 3 is, or as long as you're in your 30s, that's what is going to be happening. This mask, little by little by little, comes off, and we let go of we allow ourselves to be more authentic. And the 6 is also, sorry, with the 3 is, there's lots of inspiration that comes through you because you allow yourself to be more authentic to your true self. There's a lot of inspiration that comes through you, these pop-ins, these moments that it's like, oh, that's a really good idea. Oh, that's a really good idea. But with the 6, so the 3 is that you get the inspiration, but let's use this as the 6 again. So the 6 is, okay, so you have the inspiration. How do you move forward with the inspiration? So the 9, like I said, is opportunity, but at the lower frequency of a 9, it's that you won't move towards the opportunity. So that will depend on how you deal with the 6. So do you, with the 9 that it leads to, 3, 6 is 9, do you work from that place of your trauma? So your 6 will be in negatives, it will be in lower frequency. Or do you work from that place of opportunities? So you're planting seeds, you're nurturing those seeds, you're feeding them and you're loving them. Which one would you be doing? It depends on where you are energetically. This is the work for this year for you, the 3 and the 6 and the 9. It would be to keep your focus on nurturing your seeds. When you receive those moments of inspiration, follow them, because they are your true self helping you. They're like your higher self that is guiding you into the lights, guiding you into planting seeds that you're able to nurture because you love them and you're passionate about them, that lead to opportunities that you're able to walk towards. I feel like a flip-flop between the negative and the, yeah, it would make sense. It would make sense with 36, because 3 means, like I said, it's about taking off the veil. But if we're not comfortable taking off the veil, we won't. So we might receive the inspiration, but once we receive the inspiration, if we're not comfortable taking off that veil, we won't. So if the 3-6 breaks down to the 9. So basically your 9 is getting in your way. The 9 is the trauma bag. This is what is getting in your way with that's why you're like a flip-flop, flip-flopping up and down. The 9 is the trauma bag. It's that bag that you carry on your back, and it's the idea that what you're walking into is going to hurt you, that people won't like you, that people will let you down, that people will lie to you, they'll cheat on you, that they don't want you to be your true self. They want you to be this, or when someone sees you doing good, then they don't like that and they think that you're being selfish, or they think you're being mean, or it's that kind of mentality. So your job is to simply be you. That bag of trauma that you've walked with, and as much as that trauma that you walked with, as much as it's painful emotionally, it's taught you so many things. It's taught you that there are horrible people in the world. There are people that don't treat you well. There are people that use you. There are people that abuse you. There are people that do all of this to you. And you have a choice. You can focus on these people, or you can focus on the people that love you, that encourage you, that inspire you, that feel really good. You can focus on yourself as being the victim, and that this is what always happens to me. You can focus on yourself as that, because the 3 is coming after the 2, which is the victim. So if you haven't dealt with the 2 yet, going into the 3 will be difficult, because if you haven't dealt with the 2 being the victim, once you get to the 3, you're not taking any mask off. It's impossible to take a mask off when you're not looking at yourself, when you're not seeing your true self. It's impossible to know that there's even a mask there. So that trauma that you've walked with, you can walk with it, continue to walk with it, but it will continue to feel like crap. It will continue to attract people that make you feel like crap, and that cycle of toxic relationships continue. Or you can look at the 9 as the opportunities to use the lessons that you've learned with the people that you've learned from, because these negative people that you've learned from won't just put in your life to make you feel like crap, but they will put in your life to help you to understand that there are crap people out there that really, really don't encourage and don't make you feel good. That helps you to refocus on the people that do make you feel good, and the people that are there to support you and are there to encourage you. And that means you have to keep, I think of the pole, I think of it mainly for the 6, but I use it for every number really. Every number. Doesn't really matter, because it works. And if it works, hey, I'll use it as much as I can. I generally use it for the 6 though, because the 6 is that working towards, it's the nurturing of the seeds that you've planted. That's why I generally use it for the 6. But it's that switching of frequency that you're looking for. So if you find that you're flip-flopping, that's okay. But when you're flip-flopping, are you automatically, once you're getting into negatives, working on moving yourself back up? Are you sitting there and saying, oh, I'm back here again and I feel really crap and this is happening and that's happening and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Or are you working your way to, okay, let me look for the gratitude here. Let me look for let me nurture the seeds that I've planted. Let me give them some love. Let me work on feeling good about what I'm working on. What I'm putting energy into is, well, where you put focus, energy flows, no? So what is your focus? Is it here or is it here? And sometimes we can go up and down, and we can go up and down. But the job is, which is going to be a job for 36, to keep bringing yourself back up. You're going to have to keep, it's like a yo-yo, no? You have to keep working on it. You're used to thinking from a negative place. And you've done a lot of work to actually get to the point that you feel like a flip-flop. You've done a lot of work already, because that means that you're spending a lot of time also in positives to feel like a flip-flop. No, it means you're up and down, up and down, up and down, because if you were just in negatives, there would be no up and down, there would only be negative. So the fact that you're able to feel like a flip-flop means that you've done a lot of work on yourself to be able to get to that flip-flop stage. So what you want to do, because you've spent so much time here, it means that your mind will automatically, your subconscious will automatically keep taking you back to here. It will keep doing that because it's your habit, it's where you're used to thinking from. And what you're doing at the moment is you're retraining your brain to work from this place. So when it goes here, keep bringing it back. I drew a little picture the other day. Where did I put that picture? There it is, look. my super picture. Basically, what this picture was implying was we have all these little circuits in our brain, yeah? And our habits, they're very strong. Let me make them a bit stronger. Our habits are very strong. There's something that we've done so many times that is how our brain normally works from. What we've thought a million times before. So our circuit system within the brain it's like a default. It always goes back to the default. And the default is the negatives. But what you're working on is working on creating these new circuits that are feeling good. These ones don't feel good, the old ones, the habits. But you're working on creating these new circuit systems within your brain that do feel good. But they're not going to be as firm in your brain. They're not fully connected yet because you haven't spent as much time in them. So these ones tend to be the default. But what will happen is if you keep moving back to these ones and then you reframe your mind and move back to these ones through a gratitude, it's the easiest way to do it, working through gratitude. If you reframe your mind, move to a place of gratitude, then what you're doing is making these ones firmer. These circuits, little by little by little, will get stronger and stronger and stronger until these ones, they don't have a voice anymore. They're scribbled them out. They don't have a voice anymore. You don't keep working from them because the circuit system of them has kind of broke. So they won't have as much power on you as what they do at this moment. But well done, Anna, because as much as you feel like the flip-flop is crap, the flip-flop is great. This is the flip-flop. This is your mind and your emotions. And this is, yeah, but I'm happy 1 minute and then it just all goes crap. And then I just go back to the way I was thinking again, and then it all just feels like crap, and I'm so annoyed with myself, and I'm so annoyed with keep going back to this place, and I always feel like I take 1 step forward and 2 steps back, and it's just so annoying, and I get really fed up with myself. Instead of all of that, because that's telling yourself off, it's never going to get you anywhere. You're not nurturing yourself in that place. What you're doing is feeding this, not this. So from here, we can say, oh, I love this flip-flop place because it's showing me the ability to switch. It's showing me the ability to be able to switch how I feel, switch how I think. And I know if I keep working on it, that sooner or later, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be on the higher end of that flip-flop, and that feels really good. So I'm really happy with myself that I'm putting all this attention into myself and I'm nurturing myself the way that I am, that I've actually got to the point of even doing this flip-flop, because it means that I've put so much work in that I'm actually shifting my energy, which is something I didn't even think was possible. I always felt down, and when I felt down, I was just down. But now I'm able to shift it. Now I'm able to create that change. Now I'm able to put some energy into what I want in the way that I want, and I'm able to feel passionate about what I want. I'm able to move forward feeling good. Do you get me?